Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very special masterclass. And this masterclass is sales copywriting secrets to gain more leads, yes, to be able to get more sales, yes, and then more importantly, to have more profits. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want? Don't we want to get the resources necessary to execute the vision for the people we were called to serve? I was talking to someone today and I made this one statement. I said, look, the most important thing that you can do in your business right now, let me make sure they can hear me, hold on. The most important thing you can do in your business right now, and I mentioned them, is you can focus on sales copywriting. They said, what? No, I said, seriously. So the session that we're going to have today is going to be focused on sales copywriting. And at the end of the day, you think about it, even if you have a high resistance to selling, even if you have a high resistance to talking to other folks, no matter what you do, no matter where you are, you're always using some type of copy, whether it's written copy, whether it's copy for your social media, whether it's copy for your videos, whether it's copy for your broadcast. We're always using copy in some form or another. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and kick off because I'm like, you know what? I just want to jump right into what we're going to be talking about because this masterclass, this is all focused on one thing. Everyone jot this down in your notes. This is very important. Your words can make you rich. Just jot that down as we get started. Put that in your notes right now. Your words can make you rich. Jot that down. Your words can make you rich. You get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. You're going to close more deals. You're going to go after more folks, and you're going to make a bigger difference in the world. So I'm super excited because this is one of those master classes where I'm going to give you the behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to walk you step by step through exactly what you need to do. And I remember when I first got started, I told myself I'm not really into sales scripting. I hate scripts. But if you think about it, you either focus on what you're going to say, you know exactly what you're going to say, when you're going to say it, how you're going to say it, or you wing it. And if you wing it, you shoot from the hip, you shoot from the lip, you try to be continuously, spontaneously brilliant. And when you do that, you find yourself in a place where you're always winging it. And when do you get your best results? Well, you get your best results when you're not winging it. You get your best results when you know exactly what you're going to say. Now, before we get started, let me just make sure I have everything geared up over here. Before we get started, I just want to give you at least my definition of sales scripting, just so you know what it is, at least sales copywriting. And sales copywriting is nothing more, and jot this down in your notes, is nothing more than words in sequence that have meaning. That's all it is. Words in sequence that have meaning. So Savella, as you're out there, D'Angela, as you're out there, you're thinking to yourself, you know what? If copywriting is just words in sequence that have meaning, then I'm always some way or another using copy. Now, I'm going to break it down in a way that you can understand it today. I'm going to break it down in a way that you can use it. I'm going to break it down in a way that's going to make it so easy for you that you can really use the power of sales copywriting to create an irresistible offer. And for some of you, Tanya Kelly, that's exactly what you're looking for. For others, you're like, yeah, Shay, that makes sense. But if I can just master copywriting, my emails will be open. If I can just master copywriting, then when I'm talking to folks, they'll know exactly what's going to happen. So what is this particular masterclass going to be about? What's up, Juna? What's up, Tarsha? What's up, Tanya Kelly? What are we going to talk about in this particular one? We're going to talk about how to create an offer your prospects, clients are powerless to really, well, at the end of the day, as long as you're solving a problem, they're right there with you. And isn't that what you want? Now, for those folks that are tuning in and you're like, hey, Shay, I'm here. I know you're going to be doing a whole lot today. Yes. Am I going to be releasing notes? Yes. Am I going to make sure you understand it? Yes. But here's what I want you to jot down in your notes. Put this in your notes. And this is just one phrase that I love from my mentor. And this one phrase is carry me because copy is not just written words on paper, but it's anything that comes out of your mouth when you're talking or you're in a selling situation. So it's your video scripts, it's your commercials, it's your sales letters, it's your Facebook ads. All of this is super important. And the ability to put words on paper that produces money gives you the ultimate freedom, power, and security. Jot that down in your notes. The ability to put words on paper or words in a video or words in LinkedIn, however you want to do it, the ability to do that gives you the ultimate freedom, the ultimate power, and the ultimate security that you need right now in order to take your business to another level. For those folks that are tuning in, I want to say hello to you. You can look right below the video. I see you, Deborah. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Look right below the video and just put I'm in. Just look right below the video and put today is my day, or put this is my time. But I want you to know this. For all my podcasters, I know you can't write that. For all my folks on Apple TV, don't worry about it. But there's a number of folks that are on social media, and I get a chance to connect with you. What's up, Ryan? And this is always super cool when we can do that. So put this down in your notes. Comes from the late Gary Halbert. And he says that any problem can be solved with one good piece of copy. Now, he said sales letter. Okay. And a sales letter is just really a good piece of copy. I mean, that's all it is at the end of the day. And here's what I believe. I believe that one good sales letter can make you rich. I believe your words can make you rich. Even if you've never written a piece of copy in your life, or you think you're bad at it, by the end of this, you're going to know specifically what steps that you can take in order to be able to write the copy yourself in the way that you want to do it. Now, here's what I want you to know. Here's what I want you to know. One good sales letter can make you rich. So let's just get started if we can, and let's just dive right in, and let's talk about step by step, a scientific approach that you can use right now that's going to create more copy for you. And we're going to go into each of the steps in detail, and I'm going to give you a template that you can use. I'm going to walk you step by step through it. I'm going to help you get to where you want to get to, because this is your time. This is your month. This is your year, and you're ready for your breakthrough. I know you're ready for your breakthrough. So hang in there with me. Let me at least give you 10 steps right away, just right away. And jot this down in your notes. And this is for those folks that want to create an irresistible offer. I was talking to someone just prior to this session, this masterclass, and they were sharing with me that they've created 10, hear me, at least 10 giveaways. And in their industry, they give away something of value. People opt in, and as a result of opting in, then they go through a process. Now, with this particular person, they're even running Facebook ads. So they're paying for Facebook ads. Nothing wrong with that at all. But here's the challenge they have. Here's what they've been struggling with. What they've been struggling with is that no one is opting in. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look at the words that you use. And she said, well, what's the process? They paid a copywriter. I said, let me teach you the process, which I'm going to do with you. It's going to be just like that. We're going to go over 10 steps, just like that. And this will help you. And let's look at it from actually putting together an irresistible offer, or the close, or what you want them to do. And you can still apply it to opt in. So if you're out there right now and you're a speaker, you're an author, you're a coach, you're a trainer, you're a network marketer, you're an expert, this conversation is just for you. So I'm really super excited. So let's go ahead and just get right into the first one. Let's jump into the 10 master copywriting secrets to writing money-drenching copy that's going to help you, not today, not tomorrow, but as you move forward. The first one, and jot this down in your notes, is to create a fact sheet. The first thing you need to do is create what's called a fact sheet. You're going to get out a piece of paper. You're going to fire up the computer. And at the top of it, you're going to write your product, and you're going to write down the facts about your product. So, for example, if I was out and I was going to be selling a webinar, or let's say I was selling a book, I might write down everything there is about the book. What are the facts about the book? Does the book include information about how you can build a sales team? Does the book include my actual strategies or worksheets that they can fill out? Does the book come with a video series that supports the book? I'm going to just write down all of the facts about the book. What's up, MJ Love? I'm going to do that. So step number one is create a fact sheet. So right now, I want you to think maybe some of you need a script for a mastermind or a product. Or I was working with someone last week. Our sales team was making calls, and we identified 40 decision makers for one of our speakers to be able to be a speaker on college campuses, teaching faculty members how to deal with relationships or students how to handle relationships. And the first thing I said to the person was, let's create a fact sheet. I don't want to do that, Shay. No worries. But this is the step one. So if that's you create a fact sheet. So get a piece of paper right now, roll with me right now as we go through this. Number two, this is the number two thing that I want you to do, and I want you to jot this down in your notes, is create a benefit sheet. You've got all the elements, all the components of your product. Now, what are the benefits of those components? We know the differences between features and benefits. I got that. So if you're driving a car, an airbag is a feature. The benefit is you don't get killed in an accident. That's the benefit. Everyone jot this down in your notes. Don't miss this. Please jot this down in your notes right now. This is very important. The benefit is always what the feature does. Now, I know that's a little bit of a reminder for some of you, but this is very important. So don't underestimate the power of the basics. What the mini transformation is really for your product. So you write down all the benefits of your product. It doesn't matter what they are. So if it was me and I was talking to someone about copywriting, I might say, well, Shay, there are 5 types of benefits. Let's just do this real quick. I wasn't going to do this. But one benefit is what's called a tangible benefit. A tangible benefit is what can they touch? So by you being a part of this conversation right now, you can see the slides. That's tangible. You can hear my voice. That's tangible. You can see me. Some of you can see me right now. Like some of you aren't even listening to the podcast. Some of you aren't on a conference call. Some of you are live right now with me in the Facebook group and you're hanging out. If you're out there live right now, look below the video and write these words. I'm all in. Just put I'm all in. So that's a tangible benefit. So you get your number one script written. And I believe your words can make you rich from my mentor. And you've got something tangible. Then there's intangible benefits. Now I'm giving you a category. So when you're writing this down, Malika, you got it. An intangible benefit. Intangible benefits are things they can't touch, they can't feel, they can't see, but they happen. So for example, an intangible benefit is when you have a good copy, you have more confidence. I can't touch that. You have greater self-esteem. I can't touch that. You send an email out. You feel good about the words that are in the email because it represents your brand. It represents your message. It shares what the problem is. You go after larger accounts because now when they ask you to package something or send something in writing or they got to go to your website, you feel good about that. Even when you're working with your design team, you know, sales drives the conversation, not marketing. So sales tells marketing exactly what we need to say. And then marketing makes it look good. That's my view of the world, and I'm sticking to it. And so now you got tangible benefit, intangible benefit. There's also the sense of urgency benefits. Why should they do it now? So for example, if I have a leaky faucet and I call a plumber up and the plumber has to fix my leaky faucet. And the plumber finishes looking at the leaky faucet. The plumber comes over to me and says, Shay, you have a leaky faucet? Duh. It's going to be $75 to fix that leaky faucet. I said, I'm not paying $75 to fix that leaky faucet. Well, for every day the plumber's gone, because the plumber just said, well, I ain't fixing it. For every day the plumber's gone, I still have a what? Yeah, I still have a leaky faucet. And so that's the consequences of not taking action. Now, I don't want to get into all the benefits on this particular one, but I wanted to share with you that there are a number of benefits. So for those folks that are writing down what the benefit is, I want you to remember the benefit is always what the feature does. It's the mini transformation is for your prospect. Very, very important. I don't want you to miss that, Dora. I don't want you to miss that, Lucia. Donnie, I don't want you to miss that. Now, secret number 3. Is write down the killer offer. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into detail about this one is you write down your killer offer. Stephen Covey, the author and best-selling expert who's no longer with us, said, begin with the end in mind. You don't start writing your copy until you know what you're trying to sell, what your offer is, because your entire offer, your entire copy is built around that offer. You have to have a killer offer. I'm going to show you how to construct that and all the elements that consist of it in just a minute, but we're going to work backwards. You start with your offer at the end and then you work backwards. Very, very important. Some people want to work towards it, but we have to understand, and I'm going to give you a formula for doing that, what the end result is, and then it's kind of like going to a movie. You know what's going to happen at the end, and then you ask yourself, well, what happens before that? And then what happens before that? And then what happens before that? And then what happens before that? And you're kind of putting together this domino effect that's going to go all the way to the end. Now, some of you, as you're listening to me right now, your biggest struggle, your biggest challenge is, I don't have copy for my website. I don't have copy for my webinar. I don't have copy for my Facebook ads. Look, follow me, and I'm going to teach you step by step exactly how to do it. So put this in your notes. You don't start writing your copy until you know what you're trying to sell. Secret number 4 is very important. Is the next thing is you're going to create headlines. You're going to write down a whole bunch of different headlines. The best way to do this is to have a swipe file, a headline template. So they're fill in the blank. I have a little thing set up in notes inside of my iPhone that it transfers to my iPhone, my Apple, my iPad, and I have fill in the blanks. And this works for me. I just write down a bunch of different headlines, and we're going to talk about that a bit of headlines a little later. I'm going to go into details about headlines because headlines is really one of the most important things that you can do for your presentation. Jot this down in your notes. When you're writing copy, jot this down in your notes. When you're writing copy, jot this down in your notes. The headline is the single most important part of the entire conversation. If a headline doesn't grab their attention, it doesn't matter how good the copy is. It really doesn't matter. By the way, a headline, if you're doing a radio commercial, you're doing a Facebook ad, it's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. If you're doing a sales video, it's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. That's the headline, or actually a headline on the top of a video player. So people see that first. But here's what I want to do. Let me get to these 5 secrets, and I'm going to go into details. What's up, William Byers? Thanks for joining. David Donaldson, always a pleasure. This is important. Secret number 5, write your first draft. No, seriously, take some time, then write your first draft. Now, this is an overview. We're going to go into details in a minute, but you write your first draft. Here's the key. You don't edit. You don't edit for style. You don't edit for grammar. You don't edit for spelling. That's not what you do. You just start writing, and it's like a brain dump. It's brain dump, and you're just writing down the first thing that really comes out of your mouth. And so when you're writing your first draft, that's what you've got to focus on. Whatever comes into your head, you just start writing. Now, it's a lot easier if you've done steps 1 through 4, by the way, because now you just got to organize stuff. What happens is you do steps 1 through 4, your subconscious mind is already formulating what you're going to say. Always remember, put this in your notes. Always remember, put this in your notes. Always remember. For most of you, when you're writing copy as an entrepreneur or a business owner, always remember that you're speaking to an individual. You're writing to one person. So you write the way you speak as if you're speaking to that one person. So when I had the conversation with someone the other day and I saw something and I said, hey, by the way, sales copywriting is the most important thing out of everything you got to do in a business. And the person had an aha moment. Yeah, that makes sense. What? That makes sense? That might be a headline. And so one of the reasons I want to talk about swipe files a little earlier, although I know some of you didn't get excited by that, you didn't shout and jump up and down, is that once you have that swipe file, it makes it so much easier for you to go back and build your headlines around it. We'll talk about why in a moment, but let me just get by these 10 tips. This is very important. Read the copy out loud. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to read the copy out loud. The reason you read the copy out loud is to make sure it flows smoothly. Are you stumbling over your words? If you're stumbling over your words, that's not good. You've got to correct it. It's got to have a smooth flow as if you are speaking. So once you read it out loud, once you hear where you're stumbling or where it might be a little choppy, it doesn't sound like you're a smooth operator and you're operating right, then I want you to, edit the rough spots. Oops, went the wrong way. Next one should be edit. Number 7, edit the rough spots. The next thing you want to do is you want to edit the rough spots. This doesn't sound right. when I first wrote it, it sounded good, but now it doesn't sound good. So I'm going to edit it and I'm going to smooth it all out. One of the things I enjoy is reading. And I recall reading the book by Michelle Obama, Becoming Michelle. And in the book, Becoming Michelle, she talked about raising her two daughters. And she talked about them coming home from school, and they went to Sidwell Friend School in Washington, D.C., one of the number one schools actually in D.C., private school. And her daughters would be so upset because the teacher was marking up their papers. And one of the things that Michelle shared with her children is, when you write something for the first time, just know that's not the last time. You write it, and then you mark it up. And then you write it again, and then you mark it up. And you're marking it up because you have better thoughts. You have more clarity. You would say it differently. So your first draft is not the final draft. I was talking to someone, and they said, Shay, I got my website page written. They were so excited. And this is just a squeeze page. And I said, well, let's look at it. And I shared some insights. And they said, well, if I had time to look at it like you did, I could make those changes too. I said, well, I would change it. It's just text changes now. So after you edit it, what do you want to do? After you edit the rough spots, this should be no surprise to you. You read it aloud again. That's right. So you read it, you edit it, and you read it aloud again. You go through the same process, because when you start editing, write down number 9. I told you we're going to go through these pretty quickly. Write down number 9 is I want you to edit for style. The next thing you do is edit for style. This is where you go through and create what we call the double readership path. There are two types of people who read. Two types of people. There's the type of person who reads every single word. And some of you, when I send an email out, you do grammar checks for me, and I really appreciate it. And then there's another type of person who skims to get to the essence of it. That's me. I skim. Then if I'm really interested, guess what I do? I go back and I read the whole thing. So one of the keys is you want to make it easy for them to read. You want to make it easy for them, Ann. You want to make it easy for them, Lawrence. You want to make it easy for them, Denise. You want to make it easy for them to be able to read it. And so in order to do that, you want to bold. You want to use sub-headlines. Now, I'm talking about a letter. It could have been as easy as a video. I mean, any one of these slides, edit for style. That's really me telling you, hey, by the way, you're editing it. But that's a headline. So I got bolding, I got sub-headlines, I got arrows, I got circles. Someone should be able to just skim it and get to the gist of what you're talking about. Is that important? Now, I'm going to suggest that you go back, and one of the keys that has really worked for me, and I know for many of you, it will work for you. We're on number 9, but it will really work for you. And if you follow this, I promise you, whether you're doing editing, videos, social media posts, LinkedIn posts, writing an email. Some of you are like me, you still write emails, you still send text messages. You've got to write your own posts for social media. And some of you have to guide your team on what to do. Here's what I want you to do. Jot this down in your notes. Don't miss this. Show that to them, please. One of the keys is that you make it look like it's easy to read. Jot that down in your notes, please. No, put that in your notes right now. Like, don't miss that. The bolding, the headlines, the spacing, having little arrows, little dots, 1, 2, 3. It makes it easy for a person who has so much going on to be able to kind of get to it. If you write it sometimes in a whole paragraph, and we do that sometimes because we're just changing up the look and feel, and I'm not really selling, then the person can get the bits and pieces that they need, and sometimes they don't make it to the end of the sentence. So everything that you've written that you think is so important, well, it's not as important. That's what I'm here to tell you. Anyway, let me get to number 10. Check the facts. Make sure the phone number is correct, because I've sent out the wrong phone number a number of times. If you're driving people, for example, to a text number, you want to make sure you have the right number. There is nothing uglier than sending out a 15,000 piece email. And I've done it. I've sent out email, and as soon as I send it out, I forgot to put the hyperlink in, or I had the hyperlink going to the wrong site. And that can be very frustrating. And Rick, see, that it can be a big challenge. And what I want to share with you is that in the midst of that challenge, that I want you just to check the facts. I know that's like super crazy for some of you, but I've made the mistake, and it's possible for you to send something out like that. If you don't have an unlimited email system, something like I have, then it could cost you because you pay by the number of emails you send. Some of you have over 5,000 people or 10,000 people or 20,000 people like us. And so it costs. I send the text out. There's a cost associated to it. Check the facts, check the facts, check the facts. I want to talk a little about constructing the offer. And then I really want to get into giving you some techniques that are going to help you. Some very specific techniques. But let me talk about constructing the offer, because for some of you, you just are looking for a way to position your product, position your service. Some of you have products, some of you have services, some of you have brick and mortars. You're all over the place. I get it, depending on who's watching. But let me give you a basic structure that's going to help you. And the reason I can do this is because it works. I'm going to give you the structure, and I'll tell you about one of our clients just this past weekend. Now, it depends on when you're getting this video or if you're watching it live. It was this weekend. It really was. And it was so important because the person earned an extra $35,000. It's not about the money, but because of what I'm about to share with you, our sales team called on their behalf. We qualified on their behalf. We got the deal to a place that all they needed to do was talk to the person to get the credit card. Not because of us, not because of us, some things that are done. Go ahead and let's show them this, and then let's walk them through it. I hope we have the individual pieces. I'm not gonna be on this long because I want to give them how to write. I want to give them how to create an irresistible offer. But some folks, this is good. Some of you, this is just a reminder. If you're out there right now and you're watching and you're listening and you're getting some good stuff, do me a favor. Hit the share button. Hit the share button for me, please. Pay this message forward to your community or to a private group. If you're on Apple TV or Roku or Amazon and you can't do that, tell someone about the station. If you're on a podcast, take the link right now and share it out. But here's what I want you to do. For those who can hit the share button. You're watching live. You're seeing it right on Facebook or LinkedIn right now. Wherever you're watching, hit the share button. And when you hit the share button, write these words. Your words can make you rich. Hashtag, it's your time. Just put that down. Your words can make you rich. Hashtag, it's your time. We're going to pay that forward to someone else. We're going to bless someone else because we believe in the giver's economy. The giver's economy says the person that outgives the competition, Tanya, the person that outgives the competition, Luis, out-earns the competition. So let me break that constructing the offer down for you. Some of you, first time you've been in this conversation, so I want you to pay close attention. The others of you, you've been here with me before. So let's talk about basic and deluxe. You're always going to give free information. I mean, the first thing is you have free information. Some of you, let me make sure some of you give away free information because you're generating leads. You're offering them a solution. They're getting an introduction to your product. They're scripting just around that because, believe it or not, it's harder to give away something for free than it is to sell something. And I see this happen with my clients. I see it happening with me, just even with our company sometimes. It's very difficult. But I don't want to spend as much time on that right now. That's so you can generate qualified leads. There's copy that has to be written to give away something of so much value. You've got to put the copy into it. And we'll do that on another masterclass. Just a class just on how do I give away something for free. So I'll come back to that. Someone just sent me a text. Look, I'll get to that. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. I want to talk about the basic and deluxe. There's always somebody out there you want to do it. So the second piece is there's always a basic and deluxe. Can you have a basic and deluxe version of everything? I don't know. But typically what that does is give you what we call in sales the alternative of choice, the alternate choice. Now, someone is deciding between something and something as opposed to something and nothing. Good copy is good salesmanship. That's what it is. And your words can make you rich. And good copy is nothing more than words in sequence that have meaning. So we may have the basic version, and then oftentimes I'll have the deluxe version. I might have the pro version, the gold version, the silver version. If you can have two different versions, when you're making an offer at the end, you're asking them, how do you feel about taking advantage of a basic, maybe something they got to do themselves, but you're helping them, or a deluxe? One of my clients last year only made one offer at the end of their presentations. Nothing wrong with that. They didn't know what you know. As a result, they left money on the table. Just coming into this, just recently. Now, your results may not resemble this. I get it. This might even apply to you. You may have to wait till I get back to copy. But for those that it does, the fact that he now offers 2 options, we've seen an increase in sales. Now, is it because of that? I believe so, because more folks now are picking the deluxe option because they're like, well, the base is good, but for a little bit more, I get a pro version. Yeah. So now you're saying we have one package and then we have a second package. And there's always a whole bunch of folks who will want the other package. In fact, jot this down in your notes. 10%, about 10% on average of people believe they belong and they upgrade. So your core product may stay the same. Don't change it. But if you need to add a second one, make it a deluxe or a VIP where they get a little more benefits. Maybe they get more consulting. Maybe they get them a different package. They pay for it, but there's always someone, put that up there so they can see that. I don't want them to miss that. There's always somebody who wants the deluxe version, the VIP, the upgrade. It doesn't matter if it's a ticket. It doesn't matter if it's to a webinar. It doesn't matter what it is. They want that, because they know that's where the magic happens. George C. Fraser, the founder of Power Networking Conference and Fraser Nation, who happens to be a good friend, one of the things he always shared with me is that when he goes to any event, he always tries to get the VIP. And I was with him, and he was selling his Power Networking Conference. Some of you have been to Power Networking Conference. It's, according to Forbes magazine, it's one of the top 5 business conferences to attend. I didn't say 5 black business conferences. I said one of the top 5 business conferences. And I'm with Dr. George C. Fraser. And afterwards, someone was coming up to him. I'm right there with George Fraser, right? Because we're faculty members and so forth. And don't worry about all that. And the guy's asking him, there's someone talking to him. They got the order form in their hand. And they said, well, should I get the regular ticket or should I get the VIP ticket? Because George had 3 tiers. And he says, I just want to get your suggestion. Do you know what George Fraser said? Now, I want you to think, what words would you have used? I told you, sales script or copywriting is nothing more than words and sequence that have meaning. So you either know what you're going to say or you're winging it. You're shooting from the hip, you're shooting from the lip, or you're trying to be continuously, spontaneously brilliant. And it's hard to be your best every time just trying to come off the top of your head. George didn't come off the top of his head. George says something that I never heard him say, but he tells me he says it all the time. He said, I put my best I'm not going to put the it at the end in the VIP gold package. That's what my best stuff is. And so if you want my best stuff, you want access to the most important people, then you want to be in the VIP platinum or whatever package that we have. If it doesn't fit your budget, if it doesn't fit where you are, no worries. We have another package here that will fit you just well. Imagine for a moment, Rosalind, if the person did not have a VIP package, what he would have left on the table. So my point to you is offer a basic and offer a deluxe. We'll talk about the language you're going to use, and then always include bonuses. Bonuses are an important part of your offer. So you want to include the bonuses. We'll be discussing that a little bit later in detail. But the reason I want you to make sure that you understand that is that for some of you in many industries, your bonuses often outweigh the value of the entire program. And in sales language, that's a way for you to be in a position that many folks want the bonuses. I'll give you an example. We have one of our sales clubs, and it's a great club. We do things for people. But when people take advantage of special offers, many times we'll offer a bonus. We'll offer one-on-one. We'll offer to customize things for them. And they really appreciate that. And many times that'll help accelerate the sale. Bonuses. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But before we get into the next section, because I'm going rapid fire, I'm gonna get into the master copywriting formula. I'm gonna go into detail on how to create the headline, the words to use. I'm gonna talk about different scripting technology and formulas. But I know for some of you out there right now, you're listening saying, Shay, I need to have my copywriting reviewed. Shay, I need a one-on-one. Shay, I just need the notes. Shay, send me the slides and the notes. Get it to me, Shay. I need to hear this again, because what's holding me back is I don't have copy for my webinars. I don't have copy for social media that's moving people to action. I don't have copy to get into new organizations, new groups. I don't have sales copy right now to really help me have partnerships that I really, really need right now. And so that's one of the things that's holding me back, and hiring someone that's costing me a lot of money, or I'm not able to do it. And if that's you, we're going to help you. If that's you, I'm committed to helping you right now. And here is how we're going to help you. I want you to take out your cell phone right now. Well, you can't see that because there's nothing there. There you go. I want you to take out your cell phone. And I want you to text the number 202-270-1662. Now, for those people to take action, we're going to do something super special. You're going to text sales copy review. For some of you, you need someone to review your referral script. For some of you, you need someone to review your sponsorship script. We're working with someone right now on sponsorships. It's been an amazing journey, amazing ride. I'm loving redoing her copy. I'm loving the results she's getting. But you just text the word sales copy review. There's no cost. There's no credit card. This is for a meeting. For some of you, one-on-one meeting. And that's fine for those that want to do that. Or you just want to get the notes so you can have this a second or third time and put this in your archives and train your team. And some of you, you're just doing it because you just really want the surprise gift. The bonus. Didn't I just talk about bonuses? Or the replay. Now, when you text the number, do it right now. Do it right now. When's the best time to do it? Now. Text 202-270. Get your cell phone out right now. It doesn't cost you anything. Text 202-270-1662. Maybe we're going to review your closing script. Maybe we're going to review your product script. Maybe we're going to review your sales page. Maybe we're going to review your website that gives a free gift. Maybe we're going to review what you do as a company. I don't know. We'll talk about that. But my promise to you is it's going to happen. So text 202-270-1662. And if you're listening to the podcast and you can't see it right now, text the word sales copy review. Include your first name. I'm requiring that. Include your last name. I'm requiring that. Include your best contact number. I'm requiring that. And then put in your email address. So we'll email some of the notes right to some of you, and then others will reach out to you directly. So go ahead and take advantage of that right now. And for those that are doing that, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to meet myself personally. I'm going to meet with the first 25 people that text in. I might not be able to meet everybody, but I'm going to up the ante, and I'm going to agree that I will personally meet with you, and let's have a conversation. And let's learn a little more about you and what you're doing. And then let's go ahead and share some ideas that's going to help you immediately in your business. I like to talk about master copywriting secret formula. Because for some of you, this is what's been holding you back. And here's the powerful copywriting formula that I promised at the very beginning of this conversation. I've already given 10 tips, 10 secrets. I've already shared the deluxe and non-deluxe. I just shared a moment ago, for some of you, how you can connect and get your sales copy reviewed so you're not left out there. I'll give it to you one more time. You text sales copy review right now, and I'm going to review your script, your sponsorship script, your referral script. I'll review your product script, your closing script, the script that you're using for your sales page. But you got to text 202-270-1662, and for a meeting, the notes or the replay, and the special gift, include your first name, include your last name, include your best contact number so we know who you are, and your email address so we know how to reach out to you. And then we're going to look at connecting with you, because this is your year. This is your time. You are ready for a breakthrough, and no longer will you be held hostage because you just don't have the right words or you can't get what you want out of your head. No worries. I'm on your team. All right, let's go and get right to the secret formula. Let's not play around. Let's get right to them. Secret formula number 1, teasing pre-headline. The first thing is a teasing pre-headline, and I'm going to give you a simple formula. Here's the formula. Attention, whoever your prospect is. Attention, speakers. Attention women in the Washington, D.C. area who are looking to grow their business. You're calling out your ideal prospect. That's all it is. There are other formulas, but remember, unless you're a professional copywriter, you don't need a lot of formulas right now. You need one formula. You need to follow it. You'll blow your competitors away because they don't know what they're doing. So they don't know to say, attention entrepreneurs who are looking to get words that will make them rich and understand the formula for doing it. You're calling them out directly. You're being as direct as you possibly can. That's step number one. Now, after you do that, there are the headlines. Then you put your headline. You've got a pre-headline, attention, whoever. Then bang, you put down your headline. By the way, this order is important. The syntax, the order that you put the copy in is mission critical. You want to follow this formula. You don't want to mess around. You don't want to take number 6 and put it where number 5 is. It doesn't work that way. Listen to me. This is why I spend so much time, and I'm going to continue to do it on headlines. At the New York Times right now, the headlines that are written, and oftentimes I'll take headlines from the newspaper. I'll take headlines from books or from articles or different titles. And I'll talk about that later as one of my secret formulas. But they have 2 people. They get paid $150,000 each. And their job all day is just to write headlines that grab your attention. That's all their job is. $150,000, $300,000 a year. They do it 8 hours a day times 2 people all day, every day. That's the importance. So once you have the pre-headline, that's number 1. Then number 2, you got the headline. Now you got the sub-headline. And you got to remember your pre-headline, attention entrepreneurs. You got a headline. Your sub-headline, you're ready to have words that will make you rich. Here's the key point. And this comes from Joe Sugarman. You can Google him later. And he's one of those copywriter marketers. And he calls this the slippery slide technique. Jot that down in your notes. The slippery slide technique. No, seriously. I'm talking about subheadlines here. I didn't say subheadline, did I? Oh, we didn't show it. Oh, show it to him. One, the subheadline. We're talking about the slippery slide technique. The only purpose of the pre-headline is to get someone to read the headline. The only purpose of the headline is to get someone to read the subheadline. The only purpose of the subheadline is to get someone to read the first line in the sentence. So they go from one step to the next step to the next step. Attention, women entrepreneurs. Then we got the pre-headline. You're ready to understand how to write your own copy to finally get your website done. Underneath that, 10 techniques are getting ready to be released. Sub-headline. Here's how. And then now that person, before they know it, they're down to the next step. And when they're down to the next step, they're on a slippery slide. They can't stop until they get to the bottom and make a decision. You're pulling them through the copy. Where do you get your subheadline? Well, I've written 20 to 25 headlines. Pick one of them. Pick one that works for you. And then you can take that headline that I picked for you, and I'll share those with you in a little while, and then you can plug it in. So I've done some fill in the blanks. For those folks that are texting me and they're getting the notes because you're like, Shay, I want the notes. I've written some headlines, and you can just plug in your own words. Isn't that cool? Like, I made it just that easy. And you're like, Shay, I didn't get a chance to text you. Look, put up there for them right now. You can text me at 202-270-1662. You want to get the headlines? You can do that. And when you text me, you'll get a meeting one-on-one. You'll get the notes. You'll get a review, the surprise gift. But here's the key. You got to include your first name. You got to include your last name and your best contact number and email. So you got to text 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. Once you do that, include your first name, your last name, your email. Put the word what? Sales copy review. Yeah. And some of you, that's all you need is just the headlines. You're off and running. All right. I can't wait. I love doing this. I love sharing this. It's so much fun. Okay, now we got the salutation. The next piece is the salutation. Dear entrepreneur. Works fine, but you can also customize it with their name. Dear Velton Shao, who's watching right now. Dear Karen Cherry, who's watching right now. You can do this in a direct mail. You can do this in an email. You can do this on social media. If you send out a postcard to someone, first of all, the postcard could be customized. We're not going to get into technology of it right now, but the key is you can actually make sure you personalize when you're doing the salutation. And don't look at it like, oh, I already know that, Shay. I get that. No. But I want you to listen to number 5. I'm giving you the master copywriting secrets. And I'm gonna the next 4 you don't want to miss. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that because in my heart, for some of you, copy has been it's like chains that's been holding you down. You can't get your sales page done because the copy isn't done. You can't write the post to go with your video because the copy's not done. You can't get the video recorded because no one's told you what to say. Oh, by the way, you got this great product, you got this great idea, but you need to frame it and say it in a way that your audience gets it. I get it. So let me give you 4 words. This is step 5. 4 words right now is going to help you. And I'm going to help you write the script. I'm committed. I can't do all of you, but I'll do the first 25. My team will handle anything over 25, they're going to handle. But if you're one of the first 25 to take action, when I say take action, then I'm with you. I'm on your team, you and me. I'm committed to this over the next 2 weeks. This is my commitment. So go ahead and jot this down right now. Step number 5. If you want to ... This is another magical formula. If you want to. Remember, we're going down a slippery slide technique. Sanaa, great notes, by the way. So you have your salutation. Now, here's a simple formula, and this is the formula I fall back on all the time. I learned it from Gary Halbert, who I mentioned earlier. Here it is. If you want to achieve this, and this, or if you want to rid yourself of this, and this, whatever it is, those are the benefits they want to achieve. If you want to lose weight, gain muscle, and do it in 30 days, then this will be the most important email you've ever read. It's a beautiful opening. It couldn't be any easier. If you want to achieve this, and this. So if you want to speak directly to your clients, and you want them to understand how you solve a problem, then this masterclass on sales copywriting is just for you. If you want to have the mindset, have the energy to do all the things you need with your family and still have time for yourself, then this training is for you. If I'm Velton Shao, if you want your organization to follow your vision, follow your beliefs, and take action on a consistent basis, then this leadership blank is for you. If you want to blank, then this. So you're stating the problem, and then you're following the problem up with the benefits that we talked about earlier. Let me give you the formula again. I'm going to give you guys something you can do. I like to use both pain and pleasure. If you notice in one, I said, if you want to lose weight, that unwanted weight, gain muscle, and do it in 30 days, this would be the most important message you've ever read. By the way, you can translate this. If you want to lose weight, gain muscle in 30 days, this would be the most important video you've ever watched. If you want to make more sales with less effort and you want someone to do it other than you, then this training is the most important training you'll ever attend. It's all the same. Even though it's called copywriting, it doesn't matter. You always got to write because you're writing the script and you're putting it in action. I shared this earlier. I'm going to share it again. Your words will make you rich. I want to try something out right now. And I want to do something for every one of you out there. I want to give you an exercise. And my promise to you is that I'm going to review it today. I'm going to do it today. For the first 25, I'm personally going to do it. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no credit card needed here. But here's the exercise. I put up there if you want to. By the way, I hope you're following along with this. Don't just be reading or listening to me and think, hey, Shay, this is cool. I know that's probably what you're saying. I want you to actually do this exercise. So here's what you want to do. You're going to write down, if you want to blank, and blank, and blank, then this is what you need to do. So, for example, for those folks that are watching right now, you're going to send a text to this number. Let me put this up. You're going to send a text to this number, 202-270-1662. Now, if I'm writing this out, this is what you're going to write. Can I type on here? Can they see me if I type on here? Where's the keyboard? Okay, here's the keyboard. Okay. Okay. I got to put the keyboard. I didn't have the keyboard because I wasn't going to do this, but some of you need help now. So let's just see. Can they see it? All right. Okay, I'm now typing. So if you want to increase sales, have more resources and freedom in your life, then this master class is for you. Now, what I'm doing here, for those folks that can see that, I think I wrote it, you are going to send me something like this. You're going to text it right now. Let me make sure they can see it. Okay, so I did the if you want to. And I did it in the very beginning. This is one of the most powerful sentences. If you follow my emails, and some of you, you're watching for the very first time. Others of you, you've been around and you follow me. But if you follow the emails, if you follow the writings, you'll see some of these techniques that I've been using, not because I'm brilliant, because I'm not brilliant. I'm blessed, but I ain't brilliant, but I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. It's because I learned these techniques and now I'm sharing them. Normally I've only shared these with clients behind the scenes. So you go to your text number right now. You take action. You text right now. If you want to blank, benefit of working with you, benefit of working with you, benefit of working with you. So Ann Brown, who's out there right now, does travel. So if you want to make money while you travel, if you want to get the best price and staying at hotels, and if you want to make sure you don't overpay for an airline ticket, then this message is for you, or this video is for you, or read this email, or pick up the phone and give me a call. I'm trying to walk it out for you. What's up, Tanasha? I'm trying to work it out for you. What's up, Keisha? I'm trying to work it out for some of you so you can make it easy for you. Now, I'm going through this in a way that's going to help you. And I want you to take a moment right now, and I want you to send this to me right now. I don't want you to say, I'm going to do it later, I'm going to do it later, I'm going to do it later. I got some more stuff to share. We're about to get down, okay? It's about to go down. It's about to go down. But we're only at step number 5, but I want to get this to you because this will help you now. You get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. And even if you say, Shay, I don't really talk in scripts. I don't really use that. Look, if you believe the definition of copywriting is words in sequence that have meaning, if you want to, is words, it's in sequence and has meaning, then you're using a script. Otherwise, you're speaking in gibberish. And gibberish is how schizophrenics speak. And none of you speak like that I'm aware of. None of you speak in gibberish. Gibberish is when you talk in words like book or cheer or car. And the words don't really make sense. None of you talk like that. So let's all make a decision that we're going to improve the one skill that we can transfer to someone else. We're going to improve the one skill that we know will help someone else. Now, if you're just getting bored, you're like, Shay, I'm just getting bored. I ain't got the notes. I missed something early on. No problems. Then go ahead and text the word sales copy review. Text it to 202-270-1662. You have a meeting. I'll send you the notes. There'll be the replay and a surprise gift from me. But you got to include your first name. You got to include your last name. You got to include your best contact number so that we can help you. You got to take action. Shay, why you always say I got to take action? Because the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. So if you want to really get better at what you say, if you want to have copy that makes clients take action, if you want to make sure your videos are heard and your message is clear and concise, because a confused mind rarely buys. I'm on a roll right now, aren't I? If you... But it's so true. A confused mind really buys. But if you want that, then take action. Text 202. You got to take some action. Go ahead and text the number now, and you just follow the directions. Just follow the directions. Okay, let's move on. I love that. I love all these formulas. Tell me, number 6, tell me who you are and why I should listen. Now, the next piece of the puzzle is to tell me who you are. By the way, that translation statement, let me give you the translation statement. The translation statement is, here's why. This will be the most important letter, email, video that you ever watch. This will be the one masterclass. If you get copywriting systems down, this will be the one masterclass that will change the trajectory of your business. Here's why. You see how those two words at the end, just put here's why? Just those two words. Here's why. Now, that's called a direct command. I don't have time to get into the techniques on this call. I'll do another training on techniques. This is where you tell people why they should listen. This is where you tell your personal story. You introduce yourself. That's all it is. Here's the key. When you introduce yourself, you want to do it in such a way that it relates to them and keeps them interested. For example, when I was out and I was actually working with folks in the very beginning, I would say, my name is Shay Brown and I am a sales expert. I remember how it was struggling to get someone to talk to me that helped me understand this big thing called sales. I recall reading the books and still not understanding. We didn't have master classes like we have now. We had audios and we had cassettes, and you had to go to a conference or you had to listen to a conference call. And I remember what it was like just wishing that I could connect with someone who would be on the journey with me, someone who would guide me through the process. And for many of you who work with me and many of you who are in some of my programs and we work together, we are just a guide to get you to where you are. So I know what it's like to be there. And I told myself, that's not going to be me. I'm not going to stay there. So this is why you tell them who you are and the reason why they should listen to you, because, by the way, you're one of them. You get it. It's psychological, I know. It sounds the way I get it. But it's following along with what's going on. And then the next section is bullets, bullets, bullets. Step number 7 is where you tell and you put it in bullets. Here's just some of what you're going to discover working with us. Here are some of the benefits you're going to get when you come in for a complimentary session. Here's what you're going to receive when you come in for a conversation around reducing your travel expenses. Here's what you're going to get when you sit down and we go over your sales script. I'm going to first say, do you want to go over your closing script? Do you want to go over your appointment setting script? Would you like to review your landing page? Would you like to review your free gift page? Would you like me to take a look at your video? Like, when we do the review, this is what's going to happen. The benefit is on that call, what's up, Siobhan? On that call, I'm able to walk you through and share some ideas that's going to help you. For you, the takeaway is you put it in bullets. This is where you put it in bullets. You don't need all of them, by the way. If there's too many, you just take your best bullets and plug them into this spot. The translation. Shay, how do I translate? What's up, Deep Bowden? Someone asked me, are we texting out our what if statements? Yeah, text it to me. Don't post it, because I'll go back through the notes, but you're texting your what if statement to me. You're texting that directly to me. That number I gave you, 202-270-1662. I saw that someone put in notes. They told me to stop for a second. We did a what if statement earlier. If you're just getting to it, well, I'm glad you're just getting to it. But you can go back and get the replay if you text it in. But I gave a if you want to formula. So if you want to benefit, or if you want to overcome obstacle, then this is a conversation for you. So yes, Deborah Crims, you would definitely go ahead and text that directly to me. For those that want to know, Shay, what in the, that's not good. What did I do? For those that want to know, Shay, what in the LL Cool J are you talking about? For you, you need to follow the instructions. I think are here. Where are the instructions? Here you go. You need to follow the instructions here. There we go. Let me see if that's it. Yeah, you need to follow the instructions here. Just text 202-270-1662. Put sales copy review in your text. And then you'll get the notes, the replay, and a surprise gift. No cost to you. And for the first 25 people, I'm going to work with them directly. All right, those are the instructions I gave earlier. Let's move on. So now you understand this is where you put your bullets. Now let's go to step number 8. State number 8 is testimonials. This is where you plug in testimonials. Now, you got to be careful here, and I'm not a lawyer, and I don't pretend to be one. But if you want to check this out, you can have a lawyer or attorney or someone like Tony Moore or someone like that review kind of where you are. But we know that facts tell, stories sell. Nothing sells like success. And a number of my folks, even in their videos, even in their conversations, they're not taking time to mention raving fans. The person can just simply say the person was kind. The person worked for me. In some industries, you can't put results. I get that. But you can go ahead and you can share exactly what you were thinking and what you were feeling. Now, step number 9 is we're going to go ahead and we're going to state your main offer. You then take your offer that you already wrote and you copy paste it right here. We're going to state the main offer. Now, I'm talking about how to create an irresistible offer in a minute, but here's where you just state your offer. My program, and here's what I'm going to give you some words. I'll get to that in a second. But this is where you state it. Now, for those that are following along, like, hey, Shay, I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're in the kitchen. Well, step number 10 is state the price. The next thing you're going to do is state the price. Oh, guess what? We've already done that, haven't we? Cut and paste what we talked about earlier. I want to make this as brain dead simple as possible. Between 9 and 10, here's the translation statement. By now, you're probably wondering what the investment is. By now, you're probably wondering, what does it cost? You can go ahead and jot that down in your notes. By now, you're probably wondering, when is she going to give the next golden idea? By now, you're probably all wondering, why didn't I know this before? By now, that's a great translation statement. Great statement. Now, I'll get into future pacing. I'll get into mind reading techniques. I'm going to do that on another of these master classes. But on this one, I just want to give some of you just a framework. I mean, you don't even need that. You just need to know, give me one liner, Shay. Give me a 1 or 2 or 3 liner. I'll change it, but I'll add that to what I'm doing. Now you're more powerful. So I love that translation. By now, you're probably wondering what the price is. You've already established the value. Jot this in your notes. Never give the price until you've clearly established value. Never give the price until you clearly establish value. Let me say it again. Never give the price until you clearly have established value. You've already given the value, no surprise. And now, what do you think will happen in step number 11? Yeah, the next thing you're going to do is talk about the bonuses. But wait, there's more. So now we've jumped right into that. Now you can type bonuses. Let me give you a little advanced course on bonuses and copywriting. There are 2 types of bonuses, and it depends on what you're selling and whether it applies. But here's something really important that I want you to remember this. Unsuccessful people, when they hear a new idea, immediately say, that won't work for me. That doesn't fit. Successful people ask the question, how can I make this work for me? As far as bonuses go, there are 2 types of bonuses you can offer. One is what I call a core bonus. This is a bonus that comes with the package. It comes with whatever you are offering. And so let's say you're a chiropractor, and we have a number of chiropractors. We have therapists that are watching and listening right now. And you have a core offers. Come into my office, get a consultation, sign up for 6 weeks, and I give you a third one at no cost. Then you have fast action bonuses. So the fast action bonus was earlier when I was talking to you, and I said, hey, by the way, for those that text in, for those that take action, you're putting me on your team. Well, that's the fast action bonus. The fast action bonus is only when they take action in that time, in that moment. And is there something called a takeaway? Yes. I don't want to get into that right now. It's a little advanced. But I want you to first understand that now you have a fast action bonuses. So I have a bunch of core bonuses that you get. The fast action bonus, if you're one of the first 25 people that do blank, this is what you're going to get. And that's kind of what I said. One of the first 25 people, here's a fast action bonus for taking action. But here, we talk about an irresistible offer. We talk about, Shay, what does it take to break it down? Give me the components, Shay, because I forgot. Well, here's when you add the guarantee. Well, guess what? You've already done the guarantee. Here's the translation sentence. Now, I have all this written down, but I'm just going through my notes because I want you to have that. The transitional statement is, I'm so confident that I can help you achieve results for you that I'm going to give you 30 days to test it. I'm so confident that this will work for you that I'm going to give you an extra bonus session to review. I'm so confident this will work for you. I'm going to assign my lead person to follow up with you. Whatever it is for you, it doesn't really matter, but I want you to add your guarantee, by the way. And just so you know, for those folks that are taking a picture of that and copying it down, the transitional statements that I'm giving you, although simple, are really important because they make the copy flow smoothly. You're transitioning smoothly from one piece to the next piece to the next piece. But some of you have been waiting for really number 13 and 14 and 15 and 16. If you're out there right now and you're still paying attention, if you're out there and you're getting some value, just look below the video and say, Shay, I'm getting value. Just put, I'm getting value. I love to get feedback. And so let me know you're getting some value because I'm kind of off script, but I'm trying to frame it for in this masterclass and make it a core training that you can go back and listen to a second, a third, or fourth time because you may not have never been in this conversation around copywriting. Most folks just write a check. Someone writes some words and they tweak the words. But no. We're going to write in your language. It's going to be about you. Step number 13 is important, and that's the close. Tell them exactly what you want them to do and why they should do it. The next thing is the close. You gave them a guarantee. Okay, here's what you need to do next. That's your sub-headline or a variation of it. But don't overthink it. That works pretty doggone good. Okay, here's what you need to do next. Then you tell your call to action, whatever it is. Remember, when you're doing your call to action, you want to tell people specifically what to do. Pick up the phone. Call. Ask for Sherry. Go to www.xyz site. Do that right now. The close is whatever the next step is. Earlier today when I put this up and said, look, I want you to get the notes. I want you to hear this a second or third time. I want you to get the surprise gift. I want you to be in this conversation. Then I said, here's what I want you to do. Text sales copy review to 202-270-1662 for a meeting. Get the notes, replay, surprise gift, but you've got to include your first name. If you haven't done it, you can do it now. You've got to include your first name. You got to include your last name. You got to include your best contact number so we know who you are. Email so we can send it to you. So the close is whatever you want them to do. So here's what I want you to do next. Pay close attention. This is so much fun. Like these master classes, I love these master classes because we're able to get to some of the core. We got so much more we're going to get to later, but we get to the core of it. And now you can take away an action step that you can use right now in your business. And isn't that what that's all about? Isn't that really what you want at the end of the day? Yeah. I know that's what I want. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to take it another level. We're going to give you step number 14. Some of you have never seen step 14 in your life, but I want you to get it on this call. Step number 14 is reiterate the offer and stress deadline. This is the PS. We're not done because now we're going to go all out into the most important part, the PS. The PS is the most important, you heard that before, read portion of your letter, and it should be very powerful. I'm going to give you a formula. Don't you love that leading language? So much fun. Leading language. I'm going to give you the formula. See, that's leading language. That's like a transitional statement. But it's so true. I am going to give you the leading language. I really am. You go ahead. You go ahead and write down PS offer. Make sure you have that right down. I'm going to give you the formula again. This is a little advanced, even though this is really a basic copywriting conversation we're having. I want you to do 3 PSs, not 1, 3. Your first PS is simple. Your first PS reiterates the offer and stresses the deadline. You recap the offer. Now, the beauty of that is if someone is scanning your letter or email, they're almost always going to read the PS. So you can get to the essence of what your offer is just by reading the PS. You're not going to cut and paste the entire offer. You're going to summarize the PS. So PS, when you text in, get your script reviewed. I could have wrote a whole piece on copy and got to the end and said, here's what I want you to do. Text this number right now so I can review your copy, give a suggestion So if you want to make more money, you will be able to do that with less effort. If you want to. I'm kind of practicing so you guys kind of get some of the easy language and you start saying, oh, this is what you're doing. PS number 2, because we have 3. PS 1 was what I talked about. PS number 2 is called takeaway selling. Someone jot that down in your notes. Takeaway selling. And again, you go back and read the copy. You read what we send out. We read what I give you. I do exactly what I'm sharing with you. And some of my clients, I met them 5 years ago. Their revenue is the same place it was 5 years ago. In fact, their business is where it is. The only thing that got better is them. But you're an entrepreneur. And you got in this not so you could do the work. You got in this to build an organization, to build a team so that you can have the vision and let someone else do it. And the fastest, easy way to grow your business is through copywriting. So you pay attention. I'm sharing with you the ideas that have worked yesterday. They're working today. And these are fundamental principles that will work tomorrow. We will always be communicating. We will always be saying something. We'll be always speaking to someone. So PS number 2 is a takeaway. Takeaway selling is basically you tell them this is not for you if. This is not for you if. So I would say don't invest in this program if you don't want to put any work into it. It will work for you, but you've got to work. This is actually where you tell the truth. Now you were telling the truth throughout the entire time, but this is where you actually make it so clear. One I use is this is not for you if it's going to cause you to take food off the table, if the investment is going to cause you tremendous financial hardship, we don't want you to get it. Because that's true. We don't want you to do that. You tell the truth. What does that do? It builds trust and integrity, by the way, and it's true. So you do want to put true things there. I don't want to go too deep into the psychology of this, but if I said this isn't for you, if you don't want to work, if you think, you don't have time to do it, then right there, they're thinking, he's right on point. Yeah. This is not for you if you think you're not gonna do any work, that all you got to do is buy another video program and that's gonna work for you. It's not for you. But it is for you if you want to truly build your cash flow so you have the resources necessary to execute the vision you have for yourself, because you have vision for yourself, how you want to live, the food you want to eat, the clothes you want to wear, the house you want to be in. If you want to have the resources for your loved ones, the ones you want to send to a college of your choice, the loved ones you want to take on that glorious vacation, the loved ones you want to eat at fancy restaurants with the white tablecloths, if you want to pay for someone's healthcare insurance, I don't know what you want to do, write a check for the cause you believe in. If you want to have the resources necessary to execute the vision for the people you will call to serve, the new website, the coach, the training program, the travel, then this is for you. But this is not for you if you're just looking for an easy conversation and feel good. You're not going to do the work. And I tell my clients, PS number 2 is very, very important. It's a great takeaway, but it speaks directly to them. Thank you so much for everyone out there saying you're getting good stuff. I appreciate that. Andrea, I appreciate you. Shalisha, I appreciate you. Velton, I appreciate you. You guys are all wonderful. You're all wonderful. You're all wonderful. You're all just wonderful. So now let's get to step 16. The third PS. We said you're going to have 3 PSs. They're going to always read the PS. Trust me. Add an extra unexpected bonus. PS number 3 is add in. This is not a mandatory one, but this is a good one. One more unexpected bonuses. Now, okay, I've got to do it. I'm powerless to resist this offer. Now I got to do it. You make that last extra unexpected bonus really good. Let me give you an example, a couple of tips. They come from Gary Halbert. You got PS. You got the double PS. You got the triple PS. But here's language that I've used that I got from him working with him. My final PS, I promise, I've used that one a number of times. My final bonus, I promise. And so let's say I was role modeling that real time. You're watching now and you're out there. This is time for you to make a change in your life, a change in your business. Copywriting has been holding you, it's shackling you down. And if you want to break through, I would go back to what I offered here. And I said, look, some of you're ready for a copywriting breakthrough. So some of you texted in the word sales copy review earlier because you wanted to have a one-on-one meeting for someone to customize it for you. You wanted notes, you wanted to replay, you wanted to include, you wanted the notes. But what if I told you I'm sending you our copywriting book? There's a book that we've written on copywriting. There's 8 modules in there. And I said, if you just text in, I'm going to release this book to you immediately. And I was called Sweeten the Pot. Sweeten the pot. Now, for some of you watching, you're like, oh, wow, Shay, I want to get the book. Yeah, you ain't got to pay $20. It's my gift to you. But you've got to take action because the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. So I'm going to encourage you right now. If you haven't, text the word sales copy review. If nothing else, go through the process because my final, I do promise, bonus is a tool that's going to help you over and beyond this conversation. One check is not needed. One credit card is not needed. You don't need a cash app for this. You just need to take action because I believe the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. And I'm going to reward people who take action. I'm going to be right there with them. So let me tell you what the real secret is. If you believe, you like that if you believe you can solve somebody's problem, then focus and write with passion, follow the formula, and you will make more sales with less effort. Now, if I can, go ahead and jot that down in your notes. If you believe you can solve somebody's problem, then focus and write with passion, and you will make more sales with less effort. This system is the closest thing to magic, truthfully, that I've ever seen. And for those folks that are watching right now, I'd like just to pause for a moment and extend a special invitation for you and I to stay in this conversation over and beyond today. And let me just give you all the details just so you have it for your notes. It's called our Master Sales Copywriting Systems. The key to creating the wealth. I say creating. I didn't say waiting for someone to give you. No, creating the wealth that you deserve because I know that your words, at the end of the day, your words will make you rich. Now, if your words will make you rich. And this is your time. And so you don't want to wing it anymore. You don't want to hope someone responds. You've done it and you're not getting a response. So you're invited to come grab every single shortcut strategy. And I gave so many on this one, probably 100 ideas. And carefully guarded secret top sales copywriters have used to generate piles of cash, even in this economy, even at this time. Now some of you want to head on over to copywritingsystems.com. I get it. You can go over to copywritingsystems.com. But let me just share something with you because we're going to do something special. We don't just show you what to do. We show you how to do it as well. I think we did 3 examples just in the short time that we've had together to show you exactly how to do it. But let me just share what you're going to get and what's included in the Master Sales Copywriting System. And for some of you, you've never been in this conversation before, and now this is your first time, and I'm really excited that you're here. In the Master Sales Copywriting Systems, it comes with an 8-part series. 8 parts. Now, this is very important, so you just pay close attention. Those that are texting in already, you're going to get the note, so you'll have it. But the first part is called The Secrets of Creating High Impact Copy. Copywriting formulas, number 1 and number 2. I shared a few throughout the conversation. It also includes how to hook your readers or how to hook folks on social media, how to hook them when you're doing a video. And we get into personality styles so you understand signature selling styles. But for many of you, module 2 is what you've really been looking for. It's like, you know what? How do I create the big, bold promise? How do I create that big headline? How do I grab their attention? How do I make that happen? And for others, it's about the persuasion power of selling. For others, it's getting compelling copy shortcuts. Now, bullets is what I talked about earlier, but there are some craftsmanship styles that we use to go over and beyond and to grab them where they are. Module 5, we kind of get into how to maximize your copy selling power, how to include questions, swipe file strategies. I shared one of the strategies over here using Amazon is one of the keys, and how to test what you're doing even before you do it. But my favorite, they're all my favorite, I wouldn't have them in here, is really copywriting secrets for using video. For many of you, that's really how you're connecting with a number of folks. You're using video to do that. There are some $1 million ideas that we do. So I'm going to give you some of the best copywriting strategies, some of the techniques, some of the examples that other folks have used. And then for others, it's easy steps like we did today. 1, 2, 3, just something simple that you can do, even if it's just one sentence. Look, the best scripts are only 1 to 5 words long. We talked about the slippery slide approach earlier and how we take them from one step to another step. Module 8 is when we get into that. And I love it. I love the tripod benefit statements. I love doing that. They're all my favorite. This is really my favorite. So your master sales copywriting system consists of a couple things. One, it's a 10-part audio series, no longer CD, but we show that to you. So you can take the program with you anywhere, anytime. It also comes with the Master Copywriting book to ensure that you assimilate every ounce of the knowledge of the course and you take effective action based on where you are today. Don't worry, we'll do something special for you. It also includes 10 instructional DVDs so you can watch from your home or office, teach you every nuance of copywriting. So you just get better and better and better. If you were to say, Shay, what's the total value of this program? The total value of this program is $7,997 for the Master Sales Copywriting System. Now, we do have a guarantee, and our guarantee is we feel so strong that this will help you, that this will take you to the next level, whatever the next level is for you, then we'll let you test drive the program. Test drive the program for 30 days. If you don't feel the program will benefit you today or in the future, we'll just give you money back. No big deal. But today, we have a special offer. The special offer is $497 one time. How many times did I say? One time. But you're not surprised because I'm going to say what? Wait! You just finished going through this with me. You should be following along in your notes. There's more! It's not about selling, but we want to sweeten the pot. We want to do something over and beyond our competition. And so for the first 50 people who want to take action, the first 50 people, because I'm going to reward people who take action, you're going to get 3, not 1. You're not surprised by this, are you? But 3, not 1. You're not surprised by this. Fast action bonuses. Let me tell you what the bonuses are in the super duper, super duper, special. I love it. This is so much fun because for some of you, this is what you've been looking for. You didn't know where to go. You got an email, you got a text, and you're here. This is your moment. This is your time. Let me share how we're going to make it easy for you and take you on this journey. Bonus number 1 is the one-day sales copywriting workshop. You can come into Washington, D.C., which I love Washington, D.C., or you can meet me in Atlanta. It's so much fun. We're looking at a location now in Dallas, Texas, by the way. But this is where we get down with the get down. And we talk about the single most important mistake to avoid that can really mess your sales up. It's just a fantastic day. You thought we had an hour, or whatever time we've been together, it gets better. And then there is the fast action bonus number 2. And that's our toolkit. And that's when I was giving techniques like pre-frame or giving 1 or 2 sentences, my final PSAs. I call them transitional statements today because I wanted to make it easy for you, really, really easy. But we're going to get into that. And that's bonus number 2. That's valued at $997 by itself. But for some of you, you got to write those Facebook ads, those LinkedIn ads. You got to have those posts going. You need people registering for your webinars or your conference calls. Some of you are speakers and you want to speak. And others of you are trainers and you want to train. I get it. We're going to help you take it to the next level. And then there's the one-on-one session with myself. It's always a lot of fun, by the way. I love customizing. I know some of you, I'm doing it at no cost, and that's cool. But if you join the program, you'll have another one-on-one full feature benefit. You know, if you were to add all this together and say, Shay, what am I getting? The copywriting system 8 modules, $7,997 value. Yeah, each of those modules is $1,000 easily. 1 day sales copywriting workshop. You can come in for a day of training valued at $3,997. And then the copywriting toolkit valued at $997. And then the coaching session, $497. The total value of this package, if you were to add it all together, is $13,488. And if we talk about the total value of the bonuses alone, just the bonuses that we talked about, the 1 day with me, valued at $5,491. But I have a special offer. For those folks that are out there right now, the special offer is you can do it one time for $197. Get the whole program, one time payment, or you can do 3 installments of $77. So a one-time payment or 3 installments for $77. Now, I want to do something special for you over and beyond the special offer. I want to sweeten the pot because I know for some of you, this is the missing link. Let me tell you what I'm going to do when I sweeten the pot. But first, let me give you the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is you put your money down. You get started. It's not for you. You call me and say, Shay, it's not for me. You write an email to my team. It's not for me. You talk to anybody. It's not for me. Then my team will give you your money back. You got 30 days, 100% money back guarantee. But let me give you the worst case scenario, best case scenario. Best case scenario is you take a step. You invest your $197. I don't know how many sales you need to recoup $197, but let's say you get 1 sale. It pays for the program for the next 5 years. Just that 1 sale. I worked with someone I just told you. Over the last 5 days, we earned them $35,000. So they got a $35,000 to 1 investment. Put down $1,000. We wrote their scripts. We put some stuff together for them. And they've closed now $35,000 in deals. So that's the best case scenario. You get 1 sale. You understand this. You use this language patterns for the rest of your life. So yeah, there is a special offer. It's $197 one time. But I want you to know that there's the hard way. And that's to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be successful. With or without us, you're going to be successful. You're going to get to the next level. You're already a champion. You're already a winner. You're already somebody who has so much greatness inside you. You're going to get there. Might be some potholes. I get it. Might fall in the ditch. I get it. But just keep doing what you're doing, whether you work with us or not. You are already amazing. You're already incredible. Your best is still yet to come. But I know for some of you, there's an easier way. They have a guide along this journey to take you to at least not understand it, but to be able to master this so that when you hire someone, you can work with them. You can provide the guidance. You're not at the mercy of waiting until someone does what they say they're going to do, but you can do it yourself. Now, if you're out there right now, you're like, Shay, this is great. This is definitely for me. But I need to make over my business. I need it for my team. I really need this. Here's what I want you to do. There is a site, Copywriting Systems, but I'm going to do something special. I love getting gifts. Even after Christmas time, I love getting gifts. I just love it. So I'm going to give you a special number. You're going to text in with special instructions. For those that text in, we will hold the price point of $197, or you can do 3 installments of $77, whatever that comes out to be, and we'll make it work. But I want to give you a surprise bonus. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I want to do something for you. Text this number. So go and get your cell phone out right now. Even if you just want the details, like, Shay, I'm all in. I'm hearing you, Shay. I'm hearing you, Shay. This sounds good. Text the number 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. And when you text the word Copywriting Systems. So earlier, I had you text the number in 202-270-1662. But now we're going to take that out and we're going to change that. Instead of saying sales copy review, you're like, Shay, I'm all in. I want it. Then just put copy. I'm trying to type. Copywriting Systems. I can't type right now. And you're going to do that there. If you just want, and then Copywriting Systems, and this is for the special offer. and surprise. I know none of you are surprised I put that in there. So you're going to text copywriting systems. Some of you on the website, I get it because you just want to go buy it. That's fine. If you don't want to talk to anybody, but others of you out there, you're like, I need to talk to somebody. I need to kind of go through this. Text copywriting systems to 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. And for those to text that, someone from my office, I will call you personally. And let's have a time. Let's do some amazing things together. Let's rock out, man. Let's take our campaigns, our marketing campaigns. Let's take our emails. Let's take our text messages, our social media posts, our landing page, our product page, our handout, our giveaway gift. Let's take that to another level. Let's speak the language that we want to speak, that they can hear, and let's connect. Let's do this together. Success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. So text the word copywriting systems right now to 202-270-1662 for the special offer. And include your first name so we know who you are. Include your last name. Include your best contact number. And then someone from my office will reach out to you immediately. It may be me. If it's me, I'm looking forward to talking to you. It's going to be so much fun. Here's what I want you to know, in all seriousness. Copywriters are more important than graphic artists. I said that earlier. I sent the email. Some of you got the email. Some of you didn't. And I made the argument. And the argument is true that great graphics will get you recognized. So I've been on some pages and the graphics were just amazing. The sales page was slick. It was cool, but they weren't getting any results. It might have had some crappy copy on there, and it might have been copy that says something like, if you want to increase your business, contact us. Verse saying that copywriting is the number one skill set that every entrepreneur needs to get to the next level. And so I've gone to other pages where it was like an old WordPress site, right? It was built in Infusionsoft or built on an old platform. The graphics were outdated, but the language spoke to me. And when I read the headline and it said, if you want to have someone make all of your sales for you, we are the team for you. Look below the video, click the button, and you'll get all the details. And the site was crappy. And it's in that moment. Don't get me wrong, because we have the number one graphics team in the world. I love what we do from a graphics perspective. Don't get me wrong, but copy is more important. Some people will forget some of the images, but they never forget the words. Think about when you're riding in the car and you start singing along with your favorite song. And my question is, when did you ever decide to learn the words to the song? Never. You heard it over and over again. You might have seen the video, but you know the words. If I start singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little, you sing right along. Old MacDonald had you follow in and say a farm. So I'm going to encourage you to really master the one skill. I had a session with someone earlier, and I think we're in my final thoughts. Yeah, we're in the final thoughts now. Okay, that's cool. I had a session with someone earlier, and I asked this question. And I'm going to ask the question to you, whether you work with us or not. Look, this is not about working with me, although I'm hoping I can connect with many of you, and I'm hoping that we have a chance to at least do a copywriting review. And I said, look, you've got an aggressive revenue goal. We all do. This is a superstar. I mean, it's not, I wasn't talking to someone who's struggling financially. I was talking to someone who wants to get to the next tier. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've struggled financially many times in my life, so there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not who I was talking to. And I asked this question. I said, let me ask the question. Sure. I said, what's the one skill that you're going to master over the next 90 days? It's going to help you change the trajectory of your business for the rest of the year. Depending on when you're watching, when you're listening, and so forth. I get it. Some of you on Amazon TV, some of you on Roku, some of you on Apple TV, some of you on a podcast right now. Some of you, this message has been shared. We appreciate all the shares into another Facebook group. And so different folks, different places, different spaces, but this can apply to you. I said, what are you going to do? Because if you can get the first 90 days and you learn one new skill set, that one skill set can help you over the next 9 months. I said the one skill set I'm focused on myself this first quarter is going back and mastering copywriting. Now, I'm pretty doggone good, probably in the top 1% of folks. But it's not about that. It's about how do I reach the next level of mastery. And then I said, after I do that, I want to step back and master technology, because we really are now the largest focused sales technology agency that exists. We're infusing artificial intelligence. We're infusing a number of things into people's sales processes. It's automating the process so they don't have to do the work. So yeah, first I'll get the copywriting down, and then I'll swing to the other side and I'll focus on automation. But when I asked the person the question, what's the one skill? They said, I don't know. What do you think I should focus on? I said, copywriting. What do you think I told them? And I meant that from the bottom of my heart. You got to get better. He's hired a copywriter before. The person that's really good. I said, but what if we gave them more guidance? What if we share some techniques? What if we knew what we were adding to it? It's not about what we feel, because you don't sell the way you want to be sold. You speak from your heart to the audience, and those that connect with you. But you've got to be able to communicate that. And can we get better? Yes. So I'm going to ask you the same question. What's the one skill, whether you work with us or not, that you're going to master over the next 90 days that will help change the trajectory of your business right now? Because today is your January 1st. You get a restart. Today is your January 1st. You get a do-over. Today is your January 1st. There's a brand new beginning. This is your time. And I want you to know that I, Shay Brown, I believe in you. I want you to know that you're amazing. You're incredible, and you got so much greatness inside you. And for you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is still yet to come. Why? Because today is your January 1st. With that being said, thanks for joining. For everyone who's joined in, look below the video as we close out, and go ahead and post your first name or post your last name or post what you do, so we as a tribe can all come together. Hit the share button one more time. Hit the share button and write the words to your words will make you rich. Just put that down. Your words will make you rich. Hashtag, it's your time. Hashtag, it's your time. Hashtag, it's your what? It's your time. With that being said, by the way, I got to get out of here. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. And I wish every single one of you success. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. It's been real. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there. And they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. Yeah.
Thank you, God bless.